Howdy. How y'all doing? I appreciate you stopping back by with my southern accent. Today I want to talk to you about, will I be rich in the Philippines? I see a lot of videos on talking about how much it takes to live in the Philippines. Some guys say I can live fine on $800 and get a house for rent for $50 a month. Some guy says I can do it for $1,000 easy. Some guys say you got to have at least $1,500 a month, dollars, US dollars. That's usually the average I hear. Some guys say you really need $2,000 because of insurance and saving money in case something happens. And I hear some guys say you need $3,000 or $4,000 a month to live comfortable in the Philippines. So today I want to talk to you about what is rich in the Philippines, what's considered rich in the Philippines. Now we all have our own comforts and styles of living. Some of you guys might need $50 a day to go out to the bars and smoke your cigarette and drink your beers. If that's what you like to do, and eat out every day. So you got to add that into your budget. But we're not going to talk about the budget today. We just want to talk about what's considered rich in the Philippines. Will you be rich when you get to the Philippines? That's what I want to talk about. So grab you a beer, pull your seat up, and let's get started. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get into this. But before we get started, I want to tell you that I really appreciate all your comments, your feedback, your likes, my new friends, the subscribers. I don't consider you subscribers. If you subscribe, I consider you as a friend. I appreciate the shares. I tried to do a live stream the other day for the first time. It was pretty much a practice run. I had 4 or 5 people on live stream, and I appreciate those guys helping me out. I can't remember their names. Black Redneck. I think one was Chuck, one was Mike. I appreciate you guys helping me out. But let's go ahead and talk about, are you going to be rich in the Philippines? Yeah, you're probably going to be rich. Even if you retired from McDonald's, you're probably going to be rich. But what is rich in the Philippines? What's considered rich? What do Filipinos consider rich? So we got to base what you've got and the budget you got compared to what other Filipinos are living on. So I got a few little images here I'm going to go ahead and pull up so we'll know what the average and the minimum wage of the people that lives in the Philippines and the professionals that live in the Philippines. So we'll start off with the minimum wage, guys. The minimum wage in the Philippines varies depending on the region and the industry. As of 2022, this is 2022 now, this is the information I got. Probably not much different. It might be a little different, but it's not much. It's only a couple of years. The minimum wage rates in the Philippines are non-agricultural workers, about $10 to $12 a day. Most of you guys probably make that in 30 minutes, what they make in a day. Agricultural workers, $9 to $10 a day. Domestic workers like a housekeeper, live-in maid, nanny, they make probably $80 to $100 a month. So we're talking about $10 a day. They work, let's say, a 40-hour week. So you're talking about $50 a week. Let's just average it out. $50 a week, $200 a month. So they're making about $200 a month. Minimum wage. And that's probably what most Filipinos, from what I see, probably make minimum wage. I've seen a lot of rich Filipinos. You go to the Philippines and buy a Lamborghini. They got a Lamborghini store in Manila somewhere. I can't remember if it's BGC or Makati, somewhere, I can't remember. You can buy a Ferrari, Lamborghini if you want to. I mean, there's rich people in the Philippines. I mean, rich Filipinos, multi-millionaire Filipinos. But on average, you're not going to see that. You're going to see most people working day to day, like the average people from probably where you from. You work and you live from week to week, paycheck to paycheck, month to month. And if some emergency happens, you're in trouble. And that's these minimum wage people. That's probably the average. These guys probably make $10 a day. All right, so let's talk about what the professionals make. And here's some approximate salary ranges for professionals in the Philippines. A software engineer in the Philippines makes $8,000 to $16,000 US dollars a year. A doctor, specialist, cardiologist, whatever, $12,000 to $24,000 a year. So the high end's about $24,000 a year. Now, you know, it's got a lot to do with what city it's in. You know, the bigger the city, and if you've been a cardiologist for 20 years and you're in Manila, they're probably going to make a little bit more. They might make $40,000 a year. They're the top cardiologists in Manila. Accountant, $5,000 to $10,000 a year. An engineer, $6,000 to $12,000 a year. I do this in dollars because I'm from the United States. I don't know nothing about pounds and all this other stuff, so I convert it to what I know. A high school teacher, I don't consider that a professional. Nurses, 8, 6. Marketing manager, 16,000. Sales manager, 12,000. Human resource manager, 10,000. So from what I'm seeing, from where I'm from, we consider rich people probably doctors and attorneys, a lawyer, whatever you want to call them, or a liar. So a lawyer makes 16,000. A specialist can make up 24,000. Give or take, let's give or take 10,000 on either one of them. So if you come to the Philippines, if you're bringing $2,000 a month with you on retirement or your savings, that's your budget. $24,000 a year, $2,000 a month. Well, you're living on what a specialist doctor would live on, or a high dollar lawyer probably, $2,000 a month. Now, a lot of the Filipinos consider $1,000 a month rich. The ones that's making minimum wage. You ask them, you go out and ask them, how much does a foreigner have to make to be rich? Some will say $1,000, some will say $2,000. They make that much, they're rich. They can live comfortable, no problems, no issues. Have transportation, have a nice place to stay, eat out a few times a week, somewhere nice, go do something, do a little travel. But I can tell you that from my experience and living the way I live, my lifestyle, from living in the Philippines, I think $1,500 a month is a reasonable amount. And everybody's different. Everybody's got opinions just like they got an asshole. Everybody's got a different opinion. And some say, well, yeah, you can live off $1,500, but you need $2,000 so you can save a little bit. Some guys will say, no, you need $3,000. If you got $3,000, then you can live comfortable. Some say $4,000. I've heard people say $4,000. You need $4,000, $1,000 a week. Well, hell, I can live pretty comfortable for $1,000 a week in the United States. I mean, comfortable. So, you know, everybody's got their own opinion of the lifestyle they want to live, and so I'm gonna tell you, if you got $1,000 to $1,500 a month, you're pretty well off. Pretty well off. You're not rich, but you're well off. You can live a good life for $1,000, $1,500 a month. It's according. Now, if you get involved with a woman that's got 3 kids and all this stuff, then you know, and her family's always needing help and stuff, it's gonna be tough. It's just according. Everything's according. If you go over there and just date and just take care of your girl and give her a little money, then $1,500 would be plenty. If you got to support her whole family and her cousins in Manila and her uncle in Cebu and her grandparents in Mindanao and all this stuff, you know, then so you have to be careful and take care of yourself. But yeah, a lot of these Filipinos says to be comfortable, to live comfortable. A comfortable life in the Philippines between $600 and $1,000. That's their opinion. Now that's their Filipino lifestyle. $600 to $1,000 to live comfortable without any worries. I'm telling you, in my opinion, $1,500 a month is a comfortable lifestyle without having to stress and worry. You know, you can manage that fairly well. You ask these people in the Philippines what's considered rich, if they got it in the bank, how much do they need to be rich in the bank? And they'll tell you anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million pesos. Well, that ain't but about $10,000 to $20,000. That's not a lot, but to them, you know, that's probably more money than they make in 10 years. And they think, well, if you got $20,000 in the bank, you got 10 years of savings and you're rich. So that's just my opinion on it. So yeah, you come to the Philippines, if you bring $1,000 a month, you're gonna be pretty well off. You're gonna be considered not rich, but you're pretty well off. Now, if you're bringing $2,000 a month, and the doctors there make $24,000 a year, and you got a Social Security income or whatever your income is, $2,000 a month, you're gonna be living. They're gonna look at you like a cardiologist. You're up there, $2,000 a month. And more than that, some of you guys, I see some of these guys on here retired from the military after 20 years and worked so many years, got retirement from their job, retirement from military, and you bringing $4,000 a month. Oh, you rich. You rich. You bringing home enough money for 2 doctors. And so yeah, so that's my take on it. That's what I think about it. Everybody's got an opinion. Like I said, you're gonna hear different vloggers say different things. But for $1,500 a month, you consider pretty well off. $2,000, you right there at rich. You pretty much well off at $2,000 a month. You rich. You won't have no trouble. All right, guys. Well, listen. Like I said, I really appreciate you guys stopping by and watching my video. I appreciate my new friends subscribing. I appreciate all the likes and thumbs up. And I'll get you another video out as soon as I can. You take care of yourself and have fun, all right? Bye.